So a few weeks ago, we were lucky enough to see some leaked concept art photos of an Iron Man suit. This is different than what we saw for the leaked photos of the Mark 85, which is the gold and red armor. There have been many theories in regards to what this armor could potentially be. Some popular ones state that this is actually not a fully formed armor, meaning that the nanobots haven't actually fully turned into the armor. This is sort of an in-between, which kind of makes sense, seeing as it's silver and has sort of a muscular appearance of Tony Stark's arms. And another one is that he actually doesn't have enough nanobots left after the battle with Thanos on Titan, and Nebula has to actually give him some parts so he can get a full Iron Man suit to get away from Titan. But I think that there's two major possibilities of what it could be that no one's explored yet. Also, my giveaway still continues. I'm giving away copies of Avengers Infinity War and Ant-Man and the Wasp on Blu-ray and some special edition posters. If you would like to enter for your chance to win, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below with your thoughts and your favorite superhero. I'll be picking another winner this weekend. Okay, so my first thought looking at this is it's vibranium. When I see this, it reminds me of Bucky's arm that King T'Challa gave him. And if I sit here and think about it, it actually makes sense. We know that Tony goes to Wakanda. We know this from an interview that Robert Downey Jr. did, in which you can clearly tell that the background is Wakanda. And he's got his blonde hair and gray facial hair, so it leads us to believe that he is in the future. So we know he goes to Wakanda, and once he's there, you best believe that he's going to want to know a little bit more about vibranium. Vibranium actually does something that his nanotech suit doesn't do, and that is absorb energy and then release it as an attack.
Anyway.
Not that hard, genius.
You told me to strike it. You didn't say how hard.
I invite you to my lab, and you just kick things around.
We see this in Black Panther, and we see this in Infinity War. Whenever T'Challa is fighting and that purple burst of energy comes out, that's him releasing the energy that he's absorbed.
Delete that footage.
We know that Tony's going to face Thanos again with the Infinity Stones. And what are the Infinity Stones except just pure raw power? It would be nice to have armor that could absorb some of that power from some of the stones and then be able to release it back at Thanos. So a vibranium suit could make a lot of sense and be very impactful against Thanos. But another thing that I think this armor could be is that I think it could be dipped in Uru metal. Uru metal is the same thing that Thor's hammer Mjolnir is made out of, and the same thing that Stormbreaker is made out of as well. In the Fear Itself comic series, Tony Stark actually goes to Odin and he asks him if he could use the dwarves of Nidavellir to help him forge some new weapons. Odin grants him access, and what Tony does, instead of just throwing his armor in there, he jumps into the vat of molten Uru himself with the armor on. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to get this exact scene in a movie. Obviously, Odin's not even in the picture anymore, but we do know from the end of Infinity War that Stormbreaker was able to overpower all the Infinity Stones combined. Thor will most likely share this information with the rest of the Avengers, and Tony being Tony will probably want some of that Uru metal for himself. Not to mention that Uru metal has the ability to absorb magic and energy as well. In the comics, this was called the Iron Destroyer armor, because it was made the same way that Odin's Destroyer was made. And Tony Stark jumps in with his bleeding edge nanotech armor as well. So it's still millions and millions of nanobots that he doesn't have to wear all the time but can form on his command, much like we saw in Infinity War. So there is a precedence for this story arc to take place in the movie. It's definitely Tony Stark's strongest armor. Imagine Stormbreaker, but in Iron Man armor. That's what it is. And that's what I think we could possibly be looking at here in these concept art photos. But let me know what you all think. Do you think that this could be vibranium armor or Uru metal armor? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like for your chance to win the giveaway, and so you can stay up to date on everything relating to Avengers 4. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.